Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wieland. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. And tonight, I'm the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly, local actual play show. We are in the middle of a single campaign long adventure called A Resection of Time, and we are using the Delta Green role-playing game from Arc Dream Publishing to play it. If you have not already been following along with our long play here, please go back to the first episode wherever you picked up this episode, whether it's on our YouTube channel or on your favorite podcast app. If you're listening via our Earholes edition, start with Resection of Time 1, and then you can catch up and join us as we go moving forward. Now, the last time we met with our agents, they had just dealt with the aftermath of their actions in Arkham, where they had murdered some sort of strange creature and found that it was using a weird technology to make it seem as if Kyle Woodson was there in the motel room with them. They also had rebuffed the advances of the local law enforcement, and it seems like for the first time in a long time, everything's coming up T-cell. As everybody who lost sanity and other stuff in that exchange gives me a look like, yeah, hooray. So we open our episode today in the USPS headquarters building, where all of the debriefings and briefings for T-Cell take place. And as our agents filter in for this debriefing, they see something that they never thought they would ever see in the briefing room. A cake. A cake that says happy birthday on it.
Suspicious.
And
It's a lie.
I don't like it.
there are plates, there's plastic forks and knives.
We're getting fired, aren't we?
I run like an EMP tracker over it to see if there's anything in the cake.
While she's
I'll
doing
go
that,
outside and check and make sure we're in the right room.
I just go, oh, cake, and I start digging.
I like try to block Tower with my body. Like, this is suspicious, Tower. Don't do it.
Does this look like a store-bought cake or like someone picked it up from a nice bakery?
Oh no, this is like a store-bought, like,
Okay, like pick and save.
yeah,
cake.
like happy birthday, written on it in frosting. Like, it is actually a birthday cake that
Right.
says happy birthday on it. And after everyone has their moment of like, do we shoot the cake? I don't know. Miss Green enters. And she walks over and says, is nobody going to have any cake?
I'm trying, but Typo over here is keeping me from eating. I don't know why.
All
Is
right.
it
All right.
your
All right.
I feel like we're not the kind of like people that share birthday cake with each other. That's not the relationship we all have here, in my
Well,
opinion.
This was I was able to pick this up on the way in for the debriefing. It was the only one that they had that I thought would feed everybody. And she's like sawing into the cake and putting it onto her plate. And
So we're
like,
not getting fired?
you wouldn't be getting a cake if you were going to be fired.
I take a piece, but I don't eat any until I see her eat some.
I'm already like working on my second piece.
Yeah. And I think she actually looks at you, Typo, and is like, okay, fine. And she digs in a fork and she digs in her fork and she takes a bite and chews it and swallows it. See, it's okay. I'm just very excited because you all outperformed in this most recent operation. And I wanted to tell you how happy the organization is with your performance.
Oh, so it's not somebody's birthday?
That's classified, Tower.
Okay. Because I'm starting to feel like a dick just digging into this cake without them.
Well, I couldn't find a grocery store that says congratulations on your successful black bag op. So we had to go with an alternate theory here.
I mean, cake is cake, and he keeps eating.
If
Exactly.
you got that from a bakery, people would ask questions. Come on.
Nah.
Yeah,
I'm sure
maybe.
there's some sort of cake conspiracy that
I
they
mean-
don't tell people. Or like a baker.
Next time we
Eater,
record live,
um,
let's try it. Let's go get a cake from a bakery and have them write that
Moment
on.
of silence. Let's get it from the cake lady. She's super good. Super good.
Oh man. I just feel like I'm afraid that we're gonna do a live show and somebody's gonna bring the congratulations on your Black Ops cake. and I would eat it. I don't care. So Ms. Green sits down at the head of the table and says, you brought us some very useful hypergeometric technology. You were able to eliminate an entity. I mean, I don't know how, and you were able to fend off any sort of police investigation. I don't know how much better an operation could go. And I know that I'm hard on you. I mean, Teaspoon knows this mostly, but you did very, very well. So I want you to take a moment to enjoy it and know that tomorrow you are on the first flight out to Belize City.
We're going to rescue Woodson.
The organization feels that because of the fruitfulness of this last part of your investigation, sending you all out to continue the trail seems like a good idea. Now, we're going to be connecting you with a CIA agent in Belize City. She's one of the station agents there. She is not part of Delta Green, but she is very knowledgeable about the area, and she will be acting as your local guide.
Can
What's
we
her name?
eliminate her?
Well, that's cold-blooded, Time Bomb, don't you think?
Well, if we need to, can we eliminate her?
I would hope that if you were to encounter some sort of situation, you would opt to recruit rather than to eliminate.
Okay.
What's her name?
I make a mental note that Time Bomb asked that question.
Okay.
Same.
Tower will remember this.
This goes in my like personal psych profile that I have of everyone.
her name is Bridget Brave. Tower, you recognize that name. You've worked with Agent Brave before.
Okay. And do I like Agent Brave?
You tell me.
But do you like her?
I think another good question is, does she like you? Because isn't your personality unbearable now? Or
Well, now.
oh, that's fair. That's a fair point. You're right.
Ooh, that would be great. Y'all used to have a spark, but now when you show up, she's going to be like,
Mhm.
what happened to you? Ooh.
Cake. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Maybe we used to have a thing, and then like, I don't know what happened. You can make that up, Rob, if you want. But like, maybe could be that we like something happened, or it could be that we just work took us different directions and we haven't seen each other in a long time. It doesn't necessarily need to be big and dramatic, but
Okay. So yeah, I want you all to take the night, enjoy some time with your family and friends, and then tomorrow back to the opera.
as I walk out the room, I'm like, I like pie too.
Well, if you bring back more stuff like you did from Arkham, I will definitely get you a pie.
Done.
So we then cut to some homefront scenes. Now, generally, what we've tried to do in the past is we've tried to do a homefront scenes after each individual case. But because Resection of Time is a long-term campaign, we're not on the same rhythm, and I've been trying to fit them in as it makes sense. And since this is the last stop before Belize and sort of the end game of this particular story, I wanted to make sure that we got in one more series of homefront scenes, especially because our fans, I know we enjoy them, but our fans as well are like, the homefront scenes are the best. And for the same reason, because they do a really good job of showing everybody why these agents are putting themselves on the line to fight this unfightable stuff. So let's start with Who wants to, actually, you know what? I will ask for volunteers. Who wants to go first? Let's do tugboat. I changed our mind. We're not doing volunteers.
I will ask for volunteers. I volunteer. Ethan.
You've been voluntold.
You've been voluntold, son.
So I'm going to do the home front scenario of go to therapy, but instead of with a therapist, I have a bond with a vet support group. And basically my thought was do therapy, a group therapy session.
Okay. So when you go to therapy, this is in pursuit of regaining sanity because you're talking through all the weird shit that you've just seen. But the agent has a choice. They can either tell
I'm going to lie.
Well, I want to lay it out. They can either tell the truth, which is much more beneficial to them because they talk out their experiences, or they lie and hold stuff back, with the payoff being much less severe. Like you get less help for that if you're speaking in like codes and weird stuff. But you also lessen the risk of the person who is listening to you because they're not going to be like, okay, Steve, you were talking about demons with tentacles coming out of their face. You should look into some medication. Okay, so how do you want to set? Are you just in like? So I imagine it's a church basement folding chair. 1970s.
Captain America's behind one, sitting backwards.
Right. And everybody is talking about their experiences. So how do you frame your experience, Tugboat?
I'm going to frame it as if I was part of a special operations unit, and basically explain that I was retired and I was asked to come back. And now I'm worried that basically it was the wrong choice to go back into the field.
Okay. So you talk about that, but you don't talk about any unnatural stuff. You don't talk about the.
No. Basically, if anyone it's top secret, whatever. But
I think most of the folks in the unit do kind of nod along of like, yeah, I get it. You can't like talk about the full thing and blah 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 blah.
I think that's kind of why he went for the group therapy option in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Was because like he knew he's not going to get the same kind of benefit, but it's still you can kind of talk more openly without anyone asking deeper questions.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a luck roll, which is basically 50% or lower to be successful.
If it helps in any way, I just rolled a 99.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the 99 Club.
So what that means is you actually lose a point of sanity.
Damn.
And I think you like. I think some of it is you're as you're talking, you're looking around, and you're looking at all these people who had these traumatic experiences, and because everybody's telling their stories about how they got ambushed in Kabul, or they were in a helicopter crash, or they're all sharing their stories, and you're lying to them. You're lying to each and every, whether it's you're choosing to lie to them and not tell them the extent of what you've learned, both as a member of T Cell and as a member of your previous cell. and you tell your story, and you just feel empty and hollow afterwards. Do we want to introduce the thing that we talked about here?
Sure.
Okay. So so Tugboat gets home, and we see like his suitcase is open and spread, like he's getting ready to pack. Where do you hide the artifact, Tugboat?
So they make, basically my thinking is that I take one of those gallon-sized Ziploc bags, fold it, like put it inside and fold it in between clothes.
Mm-hmm.
That way, hopefully on x-ray scanners and that kind of stuff, it'll just look like another piece of fabric.
Okay. Can you describe what's inside the gallon?
It is a patchwork leather draping, I guess I'll call it, that has holes cut out of it and is about the size of a grapefruit.
Okay. And where did you have it stashed in your house before you put it in your bag?
I think it was in of one of those fire safes for documents and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Stashed on top of a closet.
Okay. Good to know.
Would you like any more information about it, or was that vague enough?
Well, Tawny was giving me some good "what the hell is this, Ethan?" face, so I think we just.
Oh, she wasn't sucking on a lemon? I thought she was sucking on a lemon.
Is it made of people? I feel like it's made of people.
So let's move on to our next home front scene. Let's do Tower, since you piped up. What are you doing before you head out to Belize?
I think that I ended up. I'm at my sister's house, and I think that I caught the first lethal weapon in the hotel room, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to watch the rest. So I started having like a movie night.
Okay. So this is your sister, not
Yeah, no, this is Thomas's wife.
Oh, okay,
But
right,
my
right.
sister.
Okay. And it takes you about halfway through Lethal Weapon 2 before you realize that she's just kind of staring at you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I doing something wrong?
Have you found out anything?
A little bit. I can't really tell you. You know that.
So you've been gone for months,
Mhm.
and the best you have found is, I know a thing, but I can't talk to you about it.
Well, how much do you know what Thomas was involved in?
I know he was part. What do you mean involved in? Are you talking about like is he like a drug dealer or something? What are you trying to,
Nothing
hint at?
nothing like that. Look, he was into his work, brought him into some really weird areas. But what I can tell you is that he was doing good work. You should be proud of him.
I'm very proud of him, Andrew. I just want to know what happened.
He was killed. He was in his work. He was killed. I can't tell you how he was killed. Can't tell you why he was killed, but I can tell you that unfortunately, he's KIA.
So,
But
and
I can tell you that he died a death that I would be proud to have myself. He didn't die for nothing.
go ahead and give me a sanity check, please.
92.
Oh, everyone's in the 90s right now. What's going on?
At least I didn't double it.
For real.
Yeah.
The dream of the 90s is alive and in everybody's dice. Okay.
Don't turn around, because you're gonna see my heart breaking.
Well, she slumps down in a chair, and after you say it's a death that I wish I could have, that I wish I could have.
Mm-hmm. Just know that people are alive because of him.
And I think she starts to cry, and she comes to you and for a hug. And I think that's where we kind of zoom back out as you're like quietly turn off Lethal Weapon 2 while you're consoling your sister about her dead husband. Let's go to Time Bomb. What are you doing?
Oh, going more insane, surely. Doing the dangerous thing. I am investigating the statuette more in order to get as much detail as I can about El Cacao and Belize so we can be as safe as possible there.
Okay. So what are you doing? How are you researching the statue? Like, what are you doing?
Probably feeding it more blood because I'm dumb. And that's the only way I can think to do it.
Okay. This time something different happens.
Oh no.
The different protrusions on the statue kind of start to sway. And for initially you're like, did I give it too much blood? Am I going to pass out? Like, what did I do here? But you realize that it's the motion of the statue.
Okay.
And as it sways, it starts the front of it peels open into a mouth.
What?
And the mouth licks its lips with a black tongue. What is it you seek in El Cacao?
Kyle Woodson. I need to find him. Please.
This thing is there, alive, in some sense of the word.
What do you mean, some sense? Is
He
he?
has been changed.
What did they cut off arms, or did they tattoo him?
You have a thing called an experiment.
Yes.
He is the experiment.
What?
You are the control.
What? I'm part of the experiment?
You will see.
Can you
will
protect?
There is more than one of us in El Cacao. If you wish for my protection, what is it you can give me?
More blood?
Fresh blood, new blood. I can protect you because you have given your blood to me. But if you
Okay.
wish to protect the others, I require theirs as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The black tongue licks its mouth, and as it does, the mouth seals back up. Go ahead and give what bond are you damaging here?
I'm figuring the wedding planner, because there's no way I'm like answering any sort of phone calls that he's.
So go ahead and gain 4 unnatural points
Okay.
and lose 4 points from the wedding planner.
Okay.
That went well. I mean, that was fine. It was fine. We're all fine here.
Fine. We're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that wasn't bad, right?
You're not getting my blood.
I
Everybody.
don't know what you're talking about. I blacked out for the last minute. So I just am going to not acknowledge that anything that happened just then.
Okay. Teaspoon, let's go with you.
Right. I have chosen the back to nature action. Because I feel like Teaspoon needs to like just figure out what's going on with herself a little bit.
Okay. I think you're right. So we cut to the Mandel household, and a Teaspoon returning from her time away. And like she's putting away her gear and all of that. And there's a knock at the door, and it's Jack, and he's like, "Is everything okay, Ellis?"
Yeah, I just got back, so I'm gonna just I gotta clean out the water filter still, and hang it, let everything dry out. And...
Okay. Were you gonna ask me to come with you?
Oh no, I didn't. You didn't need to take a day off of work. I knew that you had that meeting this morning, so I didn't think you wouldn't have wanted to get out of that one. So
yes, I would have. Do you know how often Mrs. Harneston has meetings with me over really dumb things?
But she's your boss, babe. She,
You don't have to worry
So-
about how I handle myself at work. I know how to handle myself at work. I'm not going to come to your work and start investigating serial killers or
Well, sure,
telling
but
you
it was
how
on
to-
your GCal, and you had it highlighted in red, so I just assumed, that it was something really important. I didn't want to put you in that position.
Well, you could have asked me. Why didn't you ask me?
I don't know what you want me to say right now, babe.
Well, okay. It just seems like coming back from this last thing, you've said like 3 words to me, and I'm just wondering if you're okay.
I don't know. It's just things have been weird. And normally I can loop you in on these things, and this one is not. I just can't.
Well, maybe you need to take a vacation.
I
Maybe
really wish that was possible.
why can't you take a vacation?
It's just this case they have me on right now. It's too big. I can't. I've been on this one from the beginning, and I just can't not follow it.
So you've never been like this, Ellis. Like we both have talked about how if things get too stressful and too hard down at work, that whatever it is, it's not worth it. Like, so
It's not
what's
too
different?
stressful. That's why I went for a short hike, and I'm back now, and I'm fine, and I'm just going to follow this. And I think, can you just
Okay.
trust me for like 1 second when I tell you that I have to follow this one?
Okay. I just next time just talk to me. That's all I want you to do. That's what makes our relationship work. Okay? I don't care what it is. I don't care if you've got I don't care what's wrong. I just want you to communicate with me. That's all.
Yeah, of course.
All right, go ahead and give me that sanity roll.
Jesus. I rolled a 3.
All right. So
I love these dice, you guys.
go ahead and take 4 sanity back.
Yes, I needed that so bad.
But also choose 1 bond to go down by 1.
Yeah, I think we all know where that one's going.
It's a good trade. That's 4 sanity for a bond point. That makes sense.
I don't think it was worth it.
All right. Typo. What is your scene?
Going to therapy, necessary.
Not crushing some noobs.
Nah, not this time. I'll log into what's popular right now, not Fortnite, Minecraft, and destroy some kids' castle. I don't know. I've never played Minecraft.
So in your off time, you're just addicted to children.
That sounds about right.
It's not
I mean,
over microphone. It's only just in a normal server. You go in, you demolish, then you move on.
I mean, have you ever had the satisfaction of making a child cry? I what? Who said that?
But
Nobody
looking,
ask Sarah to babysit.
yeah. But I feel like Typo is not going to be telling the truth in this scenario.
We're going to therapy. We're not saying shit.
I think she can spin it. I think she can talk about, moving into finally doing some field work with a specialized team, and how, she had her first brush with actual danger, almost got shot, blah, blah, blah. Had a team member save me, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
She doesn't talk about the eyes or the horrifying monster. But she kind of just like skims around those parts, talks about, almost being taken hostage and like getting at the very last second saved by her team leader, that kind of stuff, who she'd been clashing with. So I think she manages to cover a good portion of what's been happening, just skimming around the actual traumatizing stuff.
Okay. So what steps do you think you need to take, says the therapist, to resolve this issue with your team leader? Because if you're on a long-term assignment here, it seems like that's something that you probably should resolve.
I'm going to be honest. I really pissed her off. It was a little rough. So I'm trying to figure out like, I don't know if you know many information type people, but we tend to be too nosy. And I'm trying to think of a way to help or make up to her without being too nosy.
Did you find something out about her?
Yes. And I should not have said anything.
But you did.
I did. That is correct.
Did you tell her supervisor, or did you talk to her directly?
I talked to her. Yeah, I talked to her. She's like my supervisor. It wasn't like anything related to work, which was the problem.
So you violated some personal do you feel that you violated some personal boundaries?
Yeah, I would say that probably.
Well, have you considered sharing something personal with her so that she doesn't feel like you have like something to hold over her?
Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of what we're doing here is we're trying to figure out how to get rid of any obstacles to communication. Because really what I feel is if people are open and communicating with each other, then when people get closed off, that's when you have conflict. That's when you have feelings hurt. And so just I think that if you're going to be open with your supervisor and talk about your personal details, then that's probably going to help them feel better about you knowing something about them that they perhaps don't want shared with the rest of the team or their supervisor or whatever it might be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig real deep to find something equivalent. I'm pretty sure. Like real deep. It was pretty bad. But I'll rank a couple things out. I'll rank a couple things out and I'll choose one. Or maybe two. Probably be better.
Why do you feel this secret is bad? Like you seem like it's something like
Oh, I mean, her reaction when I said something, and it might be better just to maybe overcompensate a little bit with the secret that I share, just to, on top of it being something personal. Also, she's my supervisor, so maybe she felt like doubly violated on like a workplace type of depersonalization level.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that you're able to resolve this conflict, because if you're going to be doing this dangerous work, you very clearly need to be able to trust each other.
Oh, I mean, she's got my trust. There's like, after everything that happened, and she really put herself into the line of fire there to save me. I just want her to know that she can trust me back, I guess. Now.
All right, go ahead and give me that. So this is a luck roll, so you want to roll under 50%.
Okay. Please do this. Okay. 42, the meaning
All
of the
right.
universe.
Okay. That means that you are getting back 2 points of sanity from talking to your therapist.
2 beautiful, beautiful points.
I didn't want to interrupt the scene, but I really was hoping you'd be like, I just feel like I have eyes all over me. And I mean, like, people are like, I'm like, people are expecting things from me, and I'm just wrestling with this monster. And let's just say I dodged a few bullets.
It was really hard. I was going like, I just feel like she really sees me. Or something like that. But I held back. I was trying not to make it too funny.
All right. So we cut from our home front scenes, and we cut to a brief travel montage as T-Cell gets aboard the plane. The plane takes off.
Is the plane leaving in the morning?
Yes. Anybody with a sleep disorder, give me. You got to check that.
Oh, hey.
So that means
I'm just an unbearable person.
Yeah.
That you all
I
have to deal
haven't
with.
done one yet. How do we do that?
That means, 1 second, I'm looking it up right now. Sleep disorder 71. So you make a sanity test. If it fails, you wake repeatedly in terror and lose the possibility of resting or regaining any willpower for 24 hours.
I failed.
I also failed.
Oh, good.
So can we get some stimulants?
Too much
Alas.
coffee.
I guess we might want to wait until we're over the border to get drugs.
Yeah, Teaspoon's gonna have to poop a lot.
Why are you so? Never mind. Okay. Let me see. Let me pull up some weird ass dreams.
Oh boy.
Shouldn't have told them they were dreams. Should have just let them believe that shit.
No.
And that also means I keep Jack awake, which is ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Or did I sleep on the couch?
Did you like exile yourself to the couch?
I mean, I did lose 4 to my bond with him. For the first time in this game's history, my bond with my sister is stronger.
Oh my goodness. Well, to be fair, you do have a standing kill order with her, so. 1 second. All right, here we go. So, Tugboat, Teaspoon, you both have this dream. The screen door slams and you wake up. Damn it. The hot night air seeps into your consciousness. They should fix that goddamn door. Then you hear the voices and fear grips you. You jump out of your bunk and realize that you're not at home. You're in Belize. You put on some pants and run out into the common room of the dorm. It's harshly lit by naked bulbs on the corrugated ceiling. People are running around shouting, and you catch a babble of things all at once. Snippets of dialogue. The survey team's back. Did they find it? There's someone else out there. My God, they're hurt. Where's Wayne? And then you hear dogs barking outside, louder than you've ever heard them before. Chills run through your gut as the barking stops. Too abruptly. You rush into the crowd looking for Dominique. Has she been hurt too? You bump into Dr. Shoebanks and he grabs you by the shoulders. It takes you a second to realize that he's covered in blood. It's terrible, he screams. El Cacao, they were at El Cacao. Well, where's Dominique, you scream, when suddenly the lights go out. Shoebanks whispers, they followed us back. And then you hear something land on the metal roof of the dormitory, and it makes the same skittering click sounds that you remember from the bathroom in Arkham. Flashlight beams cut through the dark, giving the scene a weird spotlight swinging look. The back door of the dorm opens. Someone swings up their flashlight, and you see what's standing in the doorway, and you just start screaming. A blast of cold wind hits you, and strong arms grab you. And suddenly you are surrounded by half a dozen people in red surgical outfits. Two more grab your arms, and you struggle to escape, but in vain. The last thing you see is one of the red-clothed surgeons holding a human brain in their hands, still steaming.
Oh, hell no.
Good. Great. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I think I did sleep on the couch because I was worried about waking up Jack, and I was right. So it worked.
Yeah.
They're like, great. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. Good job, Rob.
So do
I feel like we know what
also
happened to
lose
Kyle Woodson
willpower
now.
points?
No, it just means that you can't regain any during the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you'd lose any. I
Those are
really
like the
appreciate.
exhaustion rules.
Yeah, I really appreciate the team being like, no, these are the rules for how we get thrown down the stairs. It's this is the nature of this game. When you arrive in Belize, it is hot. I mean, it's Belize, and you make your way through the airport, scoop up your gear. Ooh, Ethan's getting into some
Ooh.
Costume change.
For
ladies.
the podcast listeners, Ethan just took off his flannel and put on a fancy hat.
All right.
It's getting into jungle gear.
And you rendezvous with Agent Brave. She is leaning up against a rusted out pickup truck that looks like it maybe from like the 80s or 90s. Open flatbed. she's in a tank top, short cropped hair, sunglasses, and when she sees Tower, you like, she was just sort of leaning there, but when she sees you with Tower, she's like, holy shit. Out of all Braves and Graves back again.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
And she does kind of the like hand grasp, pull in hug.
Oh, okay, not
Not
Predator.
the Dylan,
Man-
not the
the man
Dylan, you
hug.
son of a bitch.
Dylan. Okay.
The closest to it in non throbbing forearm manner. I should have figured that you were part of this weird whatever the hell this is. What is this?
Expedition.
You're
Expedition. We're an expedition. And I don't mean to be rude and interrupt, but I want to get something out of the way before we do it. It's a sort of ritual. And yes, I know that's a little bit of a scary word. And I'm really going to need all of the team to trust me on this one. And I know a lot of you are a little apprehensive about this because it's going to seem really, really weird. But in order to ask for protection from the gods, we just need a tiny little bit of your blood on this statuette, please.
Brave,
I
if
take
you
Time
could,
Bomb's coffee away from her and I say, I think you've had enough.
Do we
And then I
recognize
drink
the
it myself.
statue?
Oh yes,
just-
you all
yeah.
recognize that's the statue that you, I believe, didn't you turn it into?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we left it there.
I lean over to Brave and I'm like, if you need to kill me, go. You can do it.
I look at Teaspoon and the rest of the agents.
We're
But
going to
you
need
know-
to discuss this at a later moment. Time Bomb, could you put that away though?
But it's very
Put it
important.
away. Time
No.
bomb.
Or do we
Time
take
bomb.
it away?
I'm not touching it.
Okay. Hi. Yeah. Local guide here. What gods are you talking about?
We should get out of public, please. Let's not do this here in the airport. Can we corral elsewhere? Let's, move out, roll
Well,
out
like-
somewhere. Oh, there's not enough coffee in the world for this day.
The FBI agent is telling the two CIA agents that we need to roll out.
She's cute.
Yeah,
Adorable.
isn't she?
That's funny.
You know,
And I'm not even.
You
an
guys
agent.
have overblown ideas of who you really are. Got it.
Are they going to fight? Is there going to be a fight?
Man.
Well,
And
This-
I-
now you know what I'm dealing with.
and Agent Brave. It's what this statuette was recovered from the El Cacao site, and it's believed to be one of the gods of the peoples that lived there. And they don't have it's really hard to translate the name, but
I'm gonna just stop us right here, and we can do this somewhere, not the airport, please.
Well, okay, fine. And we cut to everybody at
I'm just worried we're being watched, Sarah.
We're
no, that's
always
fine.
being watched, buddy.
I
with
was
your
just,
eyes.
we cut to
This was Time Bomb trying to be an asshole and do this in an open space where you guys couldn't argue with her too much.
Too late. Too late.
Good try.
Time Bomb was like, if we're in public, they won't make a scene. We'll just agree.
You underestimated us immediately recognizing the fucking unnatural
No,
idol.
I know you would have, but I figured you might have agreed.
So we cut to a quiet cantina that you're seated outside. There's various cervezas scattered around the table. Brave and Tower have kind of been catching up on old times, but Like instead of an elephant in the room, there is a strange idol on the table.
Yeah. I think I turned to Brave and I'm like, I didn't know she was an artist. That's a pretty good sculpture. It's a good replica.
This isn't from the cacao site, though.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not. I mean, it's the wrong period. It's barely Mayan. I don't know what this is. Like, I've seen some, like I do pay attention hanging out down here. We're not just like, you can't get bored.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but there's more.
Like,
Hey,
there are plenty of agents who just want to sit in the air conditioning all the time. But hey, man, I'm in a foreign country. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be learning the culture, and I don't know what the hell this thing is.
It's very unusual. It is. You're right. It is barely Mayan.
It's also unusual in the fact that you asked me for my blood within 5 minutes of meeting me.
Right. And that's on me. That's on me. That's me being very awkward.
Admittedly, as a station agent, that's probably like the third or fourth weirdest thing that somebody has ever asked me to do within the first 5 minutes.
I mean, to be fair, asking for your blood is not as bad as
first.
what she originally wanted to do when she met you. So
What? No,
What?
Don't say that. Don't make her think I'm weirder than I am.
Oh, honey, I don't think that is really an option here.
Brave?
Okay,
I think we're getting low on beverages. Would you mind getting the next round?
Sure.
Thank you.
And she scoops up the empties and heads into the cantina.
Thank
The
you, Tugboat.
entire time, Typo has been texting Teaspoon over and over again. WTF, WTF, WTF.
And Teaspoon has been like
Okay.
WTF.
Gone.
And Teaspoon is like, calm your tits, calm your tits.
Yes.
Time Bomb, when
Okay.
did you have the time to make this? This is really good, actually. I'm surprised you remembered all the details.
Can we just please do this? I know it's crazy. I know it's weird. I know you guys don't trust me. I know I'm one of the newer people on the team, but it'd be really important to me if we had the protection of the idol.
I am going to just stop us right now and tell you that I have had my share of run-ins with blood sacrifices and with blood samples and with idols and weird shit. And no.
Please.
Besides,
I just want you guys to be protected from all of the things that we're going to see there.
even if
Why
we
do
were
you
to do
think
this,
it would protect us?
Because it told me it would.
It talks to you?
Yes.
even if we had the original idol, I don't think it would be a good idea. One you made, I don't think that's going to be even remotely
Can I see
effective.
if she's having like a mental break?
For our podcast listeners, I just want to say that I wish I could put the look on Tawny and Jordan's faces like in a locket and just keep it with me as a look of, what are you fucking doing?
Now we know what to get you for Christmas. So
those are the moment. It's moments like that make being a GM and a storyteller worth it. Okay.
Human.
You're human. She earnestly believes all of this, whether it's because of a mental break or whether it's because the statue's actually talking to her. That you don't know, but she 100% believes that the statue told her they need your blood to protect you from these things.
And
wouldn't
I
ever
make
do
a
any-
long shot unnatural roll
To do what?
to basically see if we need the protection.
Sure.
I have 11 in unnatural, and I rolled a 6.
Oh, I love it.
No way.
I love it.
Yes. Ah, I love it.
That was a hell of a long shot. And
Ethan,
sir,
Ethan has these clutch rolls at Delta Green. So
I bought you those dice. You're welcome.
Of course, Tony takes credit.
Because basically, I'm on the fence of like, if this thing is telling the truth, we might just die, which is why no one might not be able to find El Cacao easily. But if we do it, we might be able to actually find it.
okay, you made the roll, so we'll lay it out like this. This thing has been like ever since Time Bomb brought it back out. You've been like, okay, I have seen this somewhere, and it's been nagging in the back of your neck since you first encountered it in San Francisco. And all this discussion and the exhaustion, like, it's one of those moments where, like, I think you're almost nodding off, and then you snap forward because you realize what this thing is. It is an idol to Nyarlathotep.
Nope. 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 No.
So that's a maybe from Tawny.
You could not
No.
pay real life Jordan to
No.
put Typo's blood on
Absolutely
that idol.
not. Same. I already died there once. We good.
Now, whether Nyarlathotep will protect you from whatever it is in El Cacao, I mean, it's possible.
Oh,
But is it worth being in debt to Nyarlathotep?
The answer is no.
Andrew Graves knows nothing, Jon Snow. So he doesn't even know. He
He's
doesn't
got
know.
his saw finger. I'm like, hey,
Yeah, Nyarlathotep. What? What the hell is that even?
Does Tugboat tell us this, or are you keeping it to yourself?
Yeah.
So I think I know.
because I think you're with his
Cutting
cell
out again.
Okay. Because I think you in your previous cell had a run-in with Nyarlathotep, and like you for whatever reason didn't make that association until just now.
So this whole time, since the statue gave a vision of what we assumed was El Cacao, I've assumed this was El Cacaoian. But Brave just basically cleared it up that it's definitely not, which actually leads me to believe it was very similar to a idol to Nyarlathotep that I ran into a long time ago. So there's a chance that this thing could protect us. It's basically like hiring a wild bear to help fight a wild lion.
I'm not going to make a decision for any of you, but I would say I think it's safe, even if people decide to try this, that at least one person or more stays off this, whatever it's offering, because who knows what's actually going to happen. And I'm still stuck on the fact that you have this. Like, I didn't think any of us went back to the green box.
I took a tiny piece and then I bled on it and it grew back.
Oh no.
Time bomb.
No. No. You what?
Wait, so you haven't been taking art classes?
No, I haven't.
Time bomb.
I'm sorry. It did what?
Grew back.
After you what?
Bled on it.
No.
So you've been bleeding on it all this time. Who knows what sort of sway it has over you now?
Yeah, but now we know exactly where to go in El Cacao, and we're going to find Kyle Woodson and deal with the alien things that they might be called the. Rob, do I know they're called the Migo?
Give me an unnatural check.
Okay. So no. No. To deal with all these monsters that are experimenting on people, and I'm the
Time
control
bomb.
in the experiment.
Time bomb.
And they just
Time bomb.
we have to find them. And
Time bomb. Look at me right now.
I clap in front of her face.
You're a military person like me.
yeah,
You are emotionally compromised. You are giving off strong shell shock vibes right now.
yeah.
Are you okay? What is happening with you?
I guess I just want to. We got to find Kyle.
You have reason to believe that Kyle Woodson is alive?
In some sort of way, he's alive.
How was this the idol?
I hand her a napkin.
No, the message from Kyle came from the machine, not the idol, Sarah.
I don't know if she told us that.
There was the machine was talking to me as Kyle, and
I lean
there.
over to Teaspoon and I say, "Can I talk to you for a minute? Alone?"
I hand Time Bomb a napkin and kind of pat her on the shoulder really awkwardly.
there.
And then, yeah, I guess we kind of step, out front. of
Well,
the
I think
little
you
cantina.
walk past Brave as she's coming back with beers, and she hands you one, and she hands Graves one.
I think I say, "You two, come with me.
Like, but
Just
beers.
Should we
come
not?
with me." And I when we get to a spot where we're able to talk, I say, "Look, I hate to do this, but Time Bomb is a serious liability to this mission right now."
I don't feel like I can say this in front of Brave.
Well, and Brave is like,
Okay, let me.
"Do you want me to Fredo her?
Do what?
Fredo her. Take her out in the fishing boat and."
I don't
I'm
think
sorry. Are you offering to murder one of my team?
your
You don't have-
team.
Okay. We're shutting this whole idea down right now. I
Well, you don't-
swear to God, Agent Brave, and all that I hold holy, if you lay a single finger on any member of this team, I will put you so far into the Fredo that you will not know what happened to you.
To be fair,
No
Time
one
Bomb
will
lied to
ever
kill
find
Brave
your
first.
corpse.
She's not gonna, but
I will
Time
not
Bomb
lie
lied.
that she is
Time
not
Bomb wanted to
fully
kill you first.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Hey. Okay. All I know is that you and your team showed up at my station with some flimsy joint task force, blah, 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 which to me is black bag, black bag, black bag. So don't for a second get all high and mighty when I offer to do you a favor. I'm doing this because I'm trying to help, because you tell me that I should be afraid of you taking me out, and you can't even consider putting two in one of your teammates.
There is so much more going on here that you could possibly ever know, and I guarantee
Yeah. This is not the first time I've gone in blind into something that's probably going to get me killed, lady. If I didn't like doing that, I would have quit and gotten a nice cushy lobbyist job in Washington. But the beer here is cheap.
I'm gonna just stop you there. I got it. You're a badass. Thank you, Brave. Very, very cavalier of you. Cool. Clearly, Tower has some idea of this as well.
Graves, does she not know how the CIA works? Does she not know how many people that you and I have probably sanctioned over the years? Some of them together, some of them separately.
Look, both of you, you're FBI, you're CIA, I'm CIA. We all know. Look, Teaspoon might know a little bit more about our current case. The fact of the matter is that the stuff that you and I have been dealing with, Teaspoon, as of late, you'd be surprised, and you should, as an FBI agent, you should already know that humans are capable of some really, really messed up stuff.
Surely.
Speaking of messed up stuff, Rob, I'd like to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I do not let you.
I feel like typo.
I do not let you leave the table.
I also would like to have a table conversation with us three while they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but
let me wrap up this scene, and then we'll jump back to the table. Okay.
I turned to Teaspoon. I'm like, humans do really, really messed up stuff. To the point where the stuff that we've been dealing with is almost on the same level. The fact of the matter is, I'm not saying that I'm not suggesting Time Bomb needs to be killed. I am suggesting that Time Bomb is not going. This mission will fail with Time Bomb on it.
Tower, let me just loop you back in. Maybe you've forgotten. What up, Brave? My father's a serial killer. I grew up with one. I got it. People do horrible shit. Really fucking horrible shit for no fucking reason, all right? Got it. Been there. Seen
but
it.
My fucking point is that Brave knows what she's talking about. She's been there. She's been in the shit, whether it's fantastical or not.
This is bigger than all of that.
Lady, your dick is huge, all right? Good for you. I'm not trying to have a pissing contest here. I was trying to help. If you feel
clearly the very wrong way. So let's take it a couple steps back. We are not murking anyone on this team. This is not what's happening right now. Yes,
okay.
Time Bomb made the question in our briefing, Tower. She made the question in our briefing. All right. Clearly, y'all are on the same wavelength. I bet she'll be besties in no time.
Ellis, shut up. Shut the fuck up, Ellis. We're not going to kill Time Bomb, but this mission will fail if she's on it. Do you understand? This whole thing we've worked towards is going to fucking fail.
And you don't think it would be worth it?
Brave grasps the both of you on the shoulder and then basically points at the people on the street who overheard you saying, "Shut the fuck up. We are not killing anybody." Let's have this argument in the jungle, maybe? Does that sound good? Let's go to, if we're going to talk about this stuff that's open, at least we can do it.
Fine.
Okay.
Got it.
That sounds nice.
I got it.
Teaspoon walks back inside without another word.
But first.
Yeah.
So while that's all going on.
Yeah. Meanwhile.
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I put my hand on her shoulder and sit next to her. I'm like, Time Bomb, I'm not threatening you. I'm not doing anything like that. But if you think we're about to let you walk away from the table right now, this is big. This is really big, what you just dropped on our lap today.
Yeah, but I just want to protect you guys, and I really have to be.
And can I tell that she's lying, Rob?
What is your humans?
54.
Roll it.
Okay. 53.
Are you lying about having to pee?
No.
Okay. She does have to pee, but you also, I think you do get a sense that it's
Sorry, I
not-
just need to know. Does Sarah actually need to pee?
No.
Is it just
No.
okay.
Time bomb.
I understand that time bomb. You're going to have to hold it.
Just for a little bit. Maybe you want to go pee right before everyone else gets back. So we can chat without you. But I want you to know that what you did may have been extremely stupid, but because of it, it may be the only reason this mission succeeds. You being on this mission and taking this sacrifice for the team.
That's the only reason I did it. Like, I just want everybody to be protected. I don't want to have another Kyle Woodson happen. I don't want you guys to end up like the other team. They went mad. They went missing. We don't know what happened to them. They became experiments. We don't know what's going on with them. I'm the control, apparently. And we just...
You
I
just need
just
to
can't
realize
see that happen to you guys.
you aligned yourself with something that's more powerful than any of this. And
Probably.
because of that,
And it's
we
probably
may have
the
a
dumbest.
chance.
And it's probably the dumbest mistake I've ever made in my entire life.
It just depends on if you're willing to make this sacrifice. But I will also say that it's an individual choice for every one of us. So I would be careful with how forceful you are with trying to get people to help. But sometimes the whole group needs to go in this kind of stuff, but we might not know until later on.
I'll still have it on me the entire time. It's never too late.
Keep it secret, keep it safe. But just know that I think you may have made the right decision. But we won't know until later.
Okay. So now Time Bomb goes to the bathroom. Or
I go with her to the bathroom.
okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
So is there anything, are you doing anything now that you know that you're being watched, Time Bomb, or are you just going to the bathroom and coming back?
No, just going to the bathroom and coming back.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
So
Surveillance. Time bomb. I'm in surveillance.
So Teaspoon Tower and Brave all come back. And
Clearly
they're
very
like,
tense.
yeah, there's everybody is still like
These are tense as shit right now.
like I think Brave has like one or two sips and it's like, okay, let's go.
Thank God.
They're in the bathroom. We should probably wait.
Well, clearly it
They-
won't take long.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, they come back.
Sorry you had to witness that.
What happened in the bathroom?
You're on
Jordan.
mute, Jordan.
Yeah. She's talking to you.
No, I was talking to you. That was really smelly.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
All right, let's go, y'all.
And everybody piles into the pickup truck. And
That was another green box, if you know what I mean.
the
It's
the
terrible.
truck heads out into the jungle. And into the mystery of El Cacao. And that is where we take our break for this part of this tale. Please be sure to join us again next time for the next step in the Resection of Time campaign. But until then, for all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.